So we are outside today. Thank you guys for coming through. Your love and your support is amazing. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading on our timeline, our focus, where we are in our lives, what energies we're aligning with. Overall, this is just going to be a check-in to see what timeline you're on, what headspace you're in, what's coming in next for us. And look at the beautiful images that I've selected for you. Feel free to choose from pile A, pile B, or pile C. The timestamps will be below in the description box of this reading. If you just want to fast forward past this introduction. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We're definitely going to get into it. So, with no further ado, let me get started. Pal A, I'm already intuitively feeling this energy of gnats, of people who are bickering, of people who are annoying, of people who are trying their hardest to break their necks and see WTF you got going on in your life at this time. There could be people who are talking about you to others, trying to figure out how you attain your accomplishments, how you succeed and pass your goals, how you're able to live sustainably for yourself and the like. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are on a timeline where people are genuinely just trying to figure out what you got going on in your life, where you're at, how'd you get it. I feel like people are also, they're not around you. This is not anyone who is in your clique, in your family. This is not your day ones. These are not the people you surround yourself with daily because they pour into you and love you and support you. These are people who no longer have access to you. And I feel like, Pal A, we are on a timeline of enrichment. We're on a timeline of growth. We're on a timeline of ultimate healing and of divine support and divine love and of divine guidance. And you are learning more and more. Yes, a timeline of truth. The cards are literally coming out by themselves. The wind, air sign. You could be an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. You are on a timeline where you are manifesting new dreams and aspirations for yourself. The ultimate evil eye on these people. Anything that anyone has to say about you to other people, to draw setbacks in your life, to hate on you, to hope that the worst possible ish could happen to you, are definitely going to experience setbacks for themselves. You and these people are not on the same timeline. That's why they can't reach you. That's why they can't talk to you. That's why they can't see you out in public. That's why your paths will never cross, because they have no business even going to the gates of the timeline that we are on, Pal A, to reach you, to talk to you. They can't even really get a person, what do they call it? A liaison, a middleman, a middle woman to get to you to express how hateful they are or how they feel about you. You know how you have people who don't want the best for you because they don't want you to surpass them in their life. That ish has nothing to do with you. And I feel like, Pal A, you have finally broke free from any trapped feelings of giving a damn about what people feel about you, what people say about you. Your blessings are your blessings. You can't explain the wonderful powers of Goddess, divine Goddess. You can't do that. You can't explain the beautiful power of the universe and God, our supreme creator, and what they put into us. We cannot explain that to other people. But what we can do is have a testimony to share with others when people actually want to get to know us and learn about us and learn, oh my gosh, how did you get to where you are today? Instead of trying to talk ish about you to other people to set you back or to wish evil on you or to put evil eyes on you or to try to put hexes on you. That is a thing of the past. Pal A, I feel like we are highly protected in this timeline that you're currently in. That's definitely what I feel for you all. I feel like there is this timeline of truth and honesty that comes to us at this time. Even if there are some things that we don't want to hear, that have been truthful that we are finding out from the past. I feel like if there's any truth and information that is being laid on us out of just like drops from our intuition or our spirit guides or messages that we get, not to hurt us, but it's only to like help us confirm that we are on the right timeline that we're supposed to be in. Especially like if you get a message from somebody or you hear say of how someone truly felt about you back when. It's just like, oh God, thank you for that confirmation. I'm really glad that you let me know in this day and age that I'm on the right path, and that me exiting stage left of this relationship with this person, or cutting ties with this organization, or leaving this job, or that made me so much money, but it was an extremely toxic environment. I'm so glad that you're again showing me proof that me walking away from this circumstance and this situation was the best effing thing I could have done at that time, because you have brought on so many blessings and love and abundance and just wonderful times and fortune to me because of that. Can't say what's going on for the people that did me wrong, their karma. Can't speak on that. We mind our business. We don't care. That's the timeline that we're on. Even if it's a little sting of just like resentment for ourselves, that is us grieving ourselves, past versions of myself. One of my friends told me that for me, for example, I'm grieving a past version of myself. And it just dawned on me, I didn't even think that was possible. It's like you hear things like that, you grieving an older version of yourself, because you're just like, you're so ready to walk through your new beginnings and have your new blessings that you don't even want to think about the past anymore. But there is some grieving that still goes on, and it's uncomfortable. And I feel like Pal A, you are probably the pal that has been feeling uncomfortable and shaky for like a couple of months now, just living in uncertainty, trying to remain positive on your path, trying to make sure that you're doing all of the things necessary to continue to get you to be successful in your endeavors. And Spirit Guide just wants you to know, I'm getting this card off the darn floor because Spirit got another message for us. Spirit wants you to know that it was definitely an internal struggle. I'll say within the last 5 months since Aquarius season. When was that? February. You could have been having some type of transformational energy going on around that may have put you in this low-key consistent energy of uncertainty and chaos a little bit. And maybe you were just unsure and uncomfortable since Aquarius season. But now that we're entering Virgo season, I feel like a load has just been dropped off of your shoulders. It's like, even though the path is still a little uncertain, you know for sure that one thing is for certain. One thing is for certain. You are going to continue to have so much abundance around you, no matter how it decides to come to your feet. You see everything that is a plus. You see everything that is adding to your life as abundance. It doesn't matter if it comes to you frequently in money. It doesn't matter if it comes to you frequently in clothes. You don't care if it comes to you frequently in food that is free. You see abundance as abundance, and that is the timeline that we're on. We are looking at a beautiful, optimistic future, no matter the circumstances that we see in the 3D. We know that we have the power to change our minds, to change our perspectives. One day we may have a day of struggle or challenges, but we don't let that define our future or like what direction we're heading in. We take it as, okay, I'm having a bad day. Literally, Annie, redhead Annie, the sun is coming out tomorrow, is definitely what I'm getting for Pal A. So I hope that this message helped. I love you guys so much. I am now open for booking. If you guys are interested in, getting a reading by your favorite psychic reader, okay, I am open for bookings. I have about 10 to 15 slots open at this time. So if you are interested in learning more, definitely text the number you can find below in the description box. I do live chats, I do phone calls, and I also do pre-recorded readings. So whatever way is, good for you, hit up the messages, hit up my number in the description box below, and we can get you booked straight away. If you guys found that this reading was useful and you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit the like button, share this video amongst other beautiful divine humans. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Peace. Alright, let's get into Pal B. Hey Pal B, thank you so much for coming in, tuning in with me, vibing. Let's get into this vibe and see what timeline you're on. What are you currently aligning with? Some of you guys may have already questioned, am I on the right path? Am I on the right timeline? I want to assure you guys that we are always on the right timeline. No matter what timeline we choose to jump in, there's always an opportunity to jump out of that timeline if that timeline isn't fulfilling our highest good, our deepest purpose. You know what I mean? So let's see what timeline Pal B you're currently on. Timeline B. Timeline B. Is that what it is for you both? This may be an alternate timeline that you guys may have accidentally got into, Pal B. I'm not even going to lie. This timeline that you're currently on has everything to do with you stepping into your own power and pouring love into yourself like you have never poured love into before. I feel like a lot of you guys in this specific pile may have been dealing with past heartbreak, or you're currently experiencing heartbreak or a separation from someone that you deeply had feelings and emotions for. Someone that definitely controlled your emotions in a way that nobody else that you could have come across could have impacted your emotions before. So this person has high ranking when it comes to manipulating you, and just overall having this emotional attachment with you here with this lovers in reverse. I'm feeling like the communication. Oh my gosh, a black butterfly. You know what that means? That means I need to see what this black butterfly means. Let's see. Black butterflies can symbolize many things, Pal B, including transformation, rebirth, and change. Black butterflies can be a sign of hope and regrowth after difficult times. Oh my gosh, if you guys aren't preaching to the choir, Spirit, speak to us. It also represents elegance, mystery, and acceptance. Black butterflies can symbolize embracing both light and shadow and accepting the complexities of life. Spiritual evolution. Black butterflies can represent the soul's journey towards enlightenment and higher consciousness and can serve as messengers of spiritual connection with the divine. So, Pal B, you guys, this confirms what I've already been saying. You guys could have been experiencing some type of ripping apart in your heart chakra, letting go of things, regenerating. This is Phoenix rising from the ashes once again energy. Maybe this past love was soiled, but you better believe that you are promised beautiful things and beautiful new beginnings. This is only temporary, my love. That's what I'm hearing. This is only a transformation that is very temporary for you guys. Gemini Virgo energy is very mercurial. I do know that we are in a Mercury retrograde. I think this Mercury retrograde, it should be over. I'm hearing, I see 7. So is it over around September 7th? I'm not sure. I don't feel like we have that much longer. No later than October is what I'm picking up on. But Libra energy is definitely coming through as significant when it comes to this Mercury in retrograde. So I feel like this whole season of Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde, entering Virgo season has everything to do with realigning you to see what it is that you're missing out of when it comes to loving yourself. How do you communicate with yourself every day? How do you express with yourself every day? Do you pour love into yourself? Do you speak beautifully to yourself? Do you say affirmations daily when you feel low? Do you let your past thoughts get the best of you? Do you remember and constantly glance over what was said to you from this person who has your emotional heartstrings in a twirl? And if you do, go back and think about what this person has said to you to make you feel uneasy or to make you feel worthless. It's time to transmute that energy and stop harboring in pain. If someone, for example, used to call you stupid, right? And all you can hear in their voices is them calling you stupid when you make a mistake. And it could be even a simple mistake that triggers this thought pattern from you spilling juice on your counter when you're rushing and you know you should have probably slowed down, and you hear this person's voice in the background calling you stupid. That is the perfect time to stop what you're doing and say, I'm not stupid, it was just a mistake, and I love myself today. I give myself space to be graceful, and maybe next time I'll slow down. This is a moment for me to realize and remember that I need to slow down and stay in the present moment, right? So I feel like there has to be some type of paradigm shift when it comes to how you talk to yourself. Whether you talk to yourself internally or externally, you have to really manage and listen to what comes out of your mouth. Even when you're speaking with friends, you're on the timeline now where you are being told to watch what comes out of your mouth because your tongue is very powerful. What are you saying in the midst of conversations when you speak to people, especially people who gossip? I feel like this is a timeline of you realizing that maybe you do hang around people who gossip too much. Maybe you even have a little gift of gab yourself. Maybe you find yourself gossiping about other people when you really shouldn't. And I feel like you're in a timeline where you're like, I wouldn't want people to talk about me to people that I don't even know. So I'm not going to talk about people that I don't know to my friend or to my sister or to my brother or whoever. You're changing your paradigm. timeline be. That's what I'm going to keep calling y'all. I feel like this is a new life for you. This is a new structure that you're implementing in your life with the Three of Pentacles. It takes some time. I feel like it takes at least 3 weeks for you specifically to stop old habits and start new ones. So definitely be very gentle with yourself and remember to have patience. Patience is a virtue. Be persistent and be present in every moment you take. Just really own into your intuition and remember to be kind to yourself and to be kind to other people. Treat people, talk about people how you would want people to talk about you. That's one of the easiest ways I can definitely say is easy to change your paradigm shift when it comes to toxic habits such as talking about others or how you treat others or even your delivery to other people when we become upset. It's all about your response to the things that you have no control over in this timeline, Pal B, and I feel like you're going to accomplish this beautifully. I feel like within a month or so, you're definitely going to have a fresher perspective on life. I feel like you're in a timeline where you're about to start being more adventurous. I feel like you're getting out of having social anxiety. I see you entering a timeline where you're so confident, so courageous, and you feel so anointed by divine God herself that you are literally going to put faith and trust in everything that you do because you know that if you were not supposed to be where you are at this time that you wouldn't be there. And this goes for people too. I feel like you are beginning to see around you who is toxic and you're learning to handle them not only with grace but taking them with like a grain of salt, or you're learning to literally put down more boundaries around yourself so you don't have to be amidst those people. Like for example, this could be coworkers that are toxic that like to gossip and you're still cool with them, no doubt, but you just be more to yourself. And when they ask you like, oh, why you don't really hang out with us no more during lunch, you say, I'm just going through some things, I need some alone time. No disrespect, no shade to y'all, but I like to take my lunch breaks now to really meditate, and if you guys want to hang out with me, we can meditate together. And once you start getting around certain characters and you start trying to pour in love and peace into their hearts, if they're on that vibration, they're going to join you. But if they're not on that vibration, they're going to do what? They're going to leave. They're going to go to lunch, presume their effery, and gossip about other people on the job. It's one of those type of things. So, yeah, that's what I'm picking up for you guys, probably. I hope that this message definitely was relayed in a beautiful way. I could come off strong sometimes. I was recently told that, but then I thought about it, and I'm like, girl, I don't give a damn if I'm strong off to you with my readings. These are my readings. This is how God channels through me. And if you want some PUSSY that tells you what you want to hear and isn't so strong-minded and likes to be puppeted and puppeteered through entities, then that is your business. All right, I love you guys so much. If you guys are interested in booking a reading with me, I am now accepting private readings. You can find me doing readings through live chat, messaging, SMS. You know what I mean? We could definitely do a live phone call chat, or you could do a pre-recorded reading in the form of a YouTube private link that you will have access to forever. So if this video reached your heart, pulled on your heartstrings, definitely made your day a little better, please give this a like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, guys, I love you. Mwah. Hey, Pal C, thank you guys so much for coming in, joining with me for this new reading that I just placed on your threshold, okay? This is reading the black butterfly. No, it's a yellow butterfly now. Pal B just had a black butterfly, Pal C, and now y'all have a beautiful yellow butterfly coming up to join us. So, guys, welcome in. Thank you so much for vibing with me. This reading is going to be about the current timeline you're on. You guys want to know what life you're living, what you're aligning with at this time. Some of you guys may even be wondering if I'm on the right timeline, and I'm here to remind you that no timeline is wrong. We are always shifting our energies, quantum leaping and jumping, and if you don't like the current timeline you are on, you are always empowered to change it and put it to the timeline that you desire and deserve. So let's get into this reading. Let's see what you guys, Powsy, have going on in this next season of life. Abundance, of course, singlehood. You guys could be on a timeline where you guys been single for a while. I will definitely say that. But you're on a timeline where you are actually embracing being single. You know how you have people who are single and they complain about being single? Well, that's why they stay single, because they are uncomfortable with being single. If you're comfortable with being single, you're not resisting what life and the universe has to throw at you in the terms of love. So essentially, if you are comfortable with being single, then you're comfortable with yourself. And if you're comfortable with yourself, then you love yourself. And if you love yourself, guess what? You unlock the universe to throw love at you from any direction it sees fit. And I feel like, Palsy, you're currently on this timeline of embracing love, having this third eye chakra be so open. You're so in tune with yourself. You hear spiritual messages everywhere you go. You may be a color, like an aura reader as well, like you see auras. And I see a lot of you guys tapping into this energy, this power, this gift that you have been blessed with by divine more and more each day as we enter the next months, coming into like October. I'm seeing like September, late September, October is when you'll start really seeing auras like crazy. Like you just, everything is color to you. And the more that you embrace these gifts, the more love and more love. I just keep hearing more love, more life is being sent your way. I'm seeing eyes everywhere. Eyes to me usually represent angels. It's usually sigils and symbolism for protection. And I feel like you're currently on the timeline of not only being in tune with your divine guides, your angels, your ancestors, but you're also in a time of abundance and protection. I feel like all eyes are on you. You could be entering your Six of Wands era. You could be entering an era where there is nothing but success around you. Everything you touch definitely glows up and your aura is gold, you know? And that's a beautiful place to be because when your aura is gold, it's almost like a celebrity status coming in. I feel like I have the Nine of Pentacles in front of me, and this is usually an indication that not only have you successfully invested into different multiple streams of income or multiple investments, but I also feel like people around you are starting to see the fruits of your label. You might have a label. I'm starting to see people are recognizing the fruits of your labor blooming and they adore that, and so they want to be around you more. I feel like you're on a timeline where you're going to start getting more opportunities being thrown at you. I feel like you're going to have a lot of suitors coming in at you, trying to love bomb you. Be careful about that. But honestly, Palsy, I feel like your discernment is so dope. Like, you will be able to know who's really effing with you and who's really just trying to be on the bandwagon and reap all the benefits of your abundance and your success. So we ain't gonna worry about that too much. We have signs here that are very significant are fire, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, and that definitely makes sense. There's a spicy element coming in here for you, Palsy, where you can either be one of these fire signs or you can have it in your chart, but you are just very motivated and driven with life. You have this big ass ball of creativity just at your fingertips, and you are using all of your gifts, all of your powers, all of your knowledge for the good. This is like having access to infinite resources that the divine throws at us in this timeline. And instead of using our powers for bad and manipulation and selfishness, we're using it for good and for humanity. We are definitely in this time where we observe everything with this Queen of Swords. We are in this timeline where we have endless abundance and endless boundaries that we place for ourselves and that we place with the people around us so that we are not being taken for granted or taken advantage of. This is kind of like having a big ass event and you only like pour into the VIPs. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is VIP treatment I'm getting in. Some of you guys are really stepping into like celebrity and fame. I feel that. We don't have the star card here yet, but it's like a sudden, subtle celebrity. It's like you aren't in the spotlight, but when you get in the spotlight, you're respected and everybody knows like who you are. That's the timeline that I'm seeing here for you guys. I love it. There could also be some air signs within your chart, Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. I get that really strongly for feminine energy. The fire signs felt really masculine, so I do feel for some of you guys, you may have like a fire sign energy that could be younger than you or just really active, very strong will, strong minded, very macho coming ahead. In this near, like I want to say Libra season, this person could be at Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius as well. Red hair is significant too. Maybe some of you guys are on the timeline of wanting to dye your head red. I'm here to confirm. Definitely go ahead and dye your hair red or copper, rose gold. I'm getting even like a nice strawberry blonde here for some of you guys. Some of you guys may be going back to like dark brown, black, jet black. That's cool too. Tomatoes are really significant here. Like, maybe you guys are on a timeline where you're just being they're like obsessed with pasta or just like tomato based foods here, or maybe you guys like stewed tomatoes, or maybe you guys are getting more in tune with your vegan journey or your vegetarian journey. Maybe you guys are deciding to leave meats alone. I see a lot of you guys in a timeline where your skin is becoming more fuller, more clear. Oh yes, the full carb. This is leaping into all of the things that makes your heartstrings just flutter with beauty, with no questions asked. It's like you ask God one time, is this for me, God? And you hear that instant answer of yes. I feel like we're in the timeline, Palsy, where we ask and we shall receive really quick from God. As long as you stay in this high vibration with God, like you're in for a beautiful treat. You are hearing God speak to you quicker now. Like you literally hear God speak to you quicker. I interchange, by the way, between God and Goddess because I feel like God, the Supreme Creator, is androgynous. So that's why I go back and forth. I feel somebody like questioning that. Not that I have to explain myself, but I felt like I need to say that. No shade. But yeah, Palsy. Some of you guys could be traveling to a big city or from a big city. Maybe you're moving from a city to a smaller like community or town because you just want fresh air. Maybe you guys are taking like weekend trips more, becoming more brave when it comes to traveling more and just existing and being present in life. This is dope. I love this for you guys. But yeah, this is what I have for you guys, Palsy. I hope that this definitely helps. I'm gonna head out now. If you guys want to book a personal reading with me, I am open for bookings. I do live chat, I do phone calls, and I do pre-recorded videos that I sent via a private YouTube link. You will have access to that forever. If you guys are interested in learning more information about how to book a reading with me, text the number in the description box below. I am Yasha, Psychic Yasha, your favorite reader. Thank you so much for coming through, hanging with me today, receiving this beautiful, abundant message. And until next time, guys, peace. Palsy, I almost forgot to hook you guys up with what the meaning of the yellow butterfly symbolizes because I did it for Pal B, I believe. So I have to do it for you guys. So let's get into this. So, yellow butterfly symbolizes positivity, hope, and transformation. Seeing one means good news or big positive changes are headed your way. Spiritually, a yellow butterfly can symbolize that you're near a spiritual awakening. It may also be a sign that your past loved ones are thinking of you. All right, that's one meaning. Butterfly symbolizes hope and guidance. It was the symbol of the soul in early Christianity. It also means that the soul is at peace when flying near the departed, and in the Native American culture, the butterfly is a valued symbol which brings guidance and sign of hope. So, pretty much signs of hope, transformation, positive energy, connection with your divine, connection with your ancestors. And yeah, I hope this was able to help, Palsy. I just wanted to come through and put that in before I forgot. Okay, love you guys so much. Bye. Mwah.